Hi, it's Lori and Becky again with MB Home Gals.
Today we're with Kellie Winter and we're at Heather Glenn, DR Horton's newest community.
Hello.
So we're here today to learn a little bit more about her product, what she has available, what she has coming up, and a little bit about this new community located right here off of Creekside across from Buc-ee's.
So we've been open since about April. In that time frame, we've sold about 40 homes, ranging in price from about $215 all the way up to $285. So you can hit all buyers' needs, market wants, everything that they need to fit into that particular mortgage payment. We have about 660 home sites that we share with the unmentionables next door. 330 are ours, but right now we just started phase 2 of phase 6. So we'll be out here for a little while. We take consistent price increases, so if you have buyers, give them that urgency of getting in before we have another price increase.
So tell us a little bit about how many different floor plans you have, and you have both 1 and 2 story.
Yes, ma'am. We have 7 different floor plans out here in Heather Glen, starting at about 1323 square footage and then all the way up to 27. The 2,700 square foot plan is a 1.5 story, so it's very versatile. Whether you have empty nesters that really want the main floor master, all of our plans out here have a main floor master. But that home just gives some flexibility as well as the extra square footage that people are wanting.
Very good.
Tell us more about the smart home feature.
So smart home automation is a wave of the future for everybody. But for DR Horton, we really try to do our research to figure out what's best for the buyers. So your home will always come with the brains to the system. That will work anything in the home that you want it to. So if it's equipped to do your garage door opener, all of your lights, speakers in the home, your music, your security system. So we give you the base package, which is the brains. We also give you a doorbell video camera, a programmable thermostat, a couple light switches. It's just nice how we kind of do that for you, and then you just move in and you decide what you want to do and how far you want to take it.
Right, sky's the limit there.
So tell us a little bit about your included features, because as you kind of walk through this model, you'll see it's got some great finish out inside. So tell us a little bit.
So the number one question people ask when they walk in is, how many options do you have in this home?
Right.
And I can honestly say nothing. The only thing that you can upgrade in one of our homes in Heather Glen is a refrigerator, a washer and dryer, and some of the smart home automation. So you'll hear music in our model. It's because it's a model and we have to show you what's available. But as far as gas cooking and stainless steel appliances and granite countertops, all of that stuff is what you see is what you get. So when I tell you that a home is sitting on the ground and the price is $227,900, you know that that home is $227,900. It's not, oh, but that doesn't include.
Right.
Your exterior features include sod and irrigation in your front yard and your backyard, gutters all the way around the home.
Well, that's incredible.
Yeah,
Not many builders do that.
Correct. Covered patio. Who wants to sit outside in the Texas sun and bake? We all like a tan, but not that way.
Not firm.
And then you also get blinds. So I tell people all the time, you legit just have to bring your jammies and move in. We do the rest for you.
Perfect.
So tell us a little bit about someone is interested in looking at a home. They are maybe a first-time home buyer. They don't know where to begin. What advice would you say? How would we start?
I always tell people, first of all, you need a realtor, because the realtor is correct. An essential part of the process. So many people go out there blindly and they just start looking around. They don't know the difference in school districts, neighborhoods, different sides of the highway. You know, those things are important when you're building a home, because this is real estate investment. So you want to think of it as more of like a 5-year plan. We're not our grandma and grandpa. We don't live in homes for 40 years anymore.
Right.
So you want to look at something where you can get the best return on your investment in a short amount of time. Coming into a community like this where it's a startup, you have the opportunity to make a lot of money in a very short amount of time. So start with a realtor so they can educate you, and then always go to your lender. If you don't have one, then reach out to your realtor or reach out to myself.
Correct.
We can always get you in contact.
Big incentives for that.
Anytime you use a preferred builder's lender, ours is DHI Mortgage, they will help you, guide you through the process. They'll give you all of your options as far as being a first-time home buyer, getting credits for that, getting grants. So they're the best option. And you can tell them, I want my payment to be at this amount.
Right.
So many times people look at the big picture. Well, I can't spend more than $300,000. Okay, well, if that makes your mortgage payment $2,000 a month, then shouldn't you be looking at your mortgage payment and not the grand number?
Exactly.
So again, that's where a realtor comes in handy, because everybody needs that.
And there's so many types of loan options out there that you know, a house at 300,000 could be a vast payment difference depending on what type of loan you go with.
Correct.
So it's good to know all your options and see
Correct.
what's best for you.
Correct.
Now, I get asked a lot for people that first-time homebuyers again, maybe people that are starting a family, credit questions. So let's talk a little bit about that. If someone has some credit concerns, how do we address that?
So we have DR Horton offers all of our home buyers. It's a club. It's called the Home Buyers Club. It's not a credit repair company. It's just a company that helps instill good credit values. So they show you how to, you know, get a better credit score without calling and disputing stuff, and that's not what they're about. We cover a majority of the cost to do the home buyers class. You just have to pay for the class itself, which is a state requirement. But it's pretty cool. Most of our buyers within a 6-month time, by the time they graduate from the course, can improve their credit score between 60 and 90 points. That's
We've
huge.
taken their class and they have great
It's amazing.
tips.
Yeah. And I've got someone coming out probably next month that didn't take 6 months. I think we're on the tail end of 3. So most of the time it's very minor stuff that they've
Correct.
worked through, and they have the ability to plug their scenario into a computer that's going to give them a time frame and tell them what they need to do. Because often I hear most people say, well, they're just going to tell me to pay everything off, and often that's the
No,
worst
that's the
possible
worst
thing
thing
that
to
you can
do.
do.
So
So be educated, and if you have questions on that, let one of us know. We will certainly get you on the road to that, to getting those questions answered also. So
super important. And people don't realize that, you know, having a, let's just say a 640 credit score versus having a 700 credit score could make a huge difference in your interest rate. So if you
Long
have
term,
a little
30
bit
years
of time,
worth, right.
and you come in here and you say, okay, Kelly, we're ready to buy something. It takes us 4 months to build it. So enroll yourself in Home Buyers Club. Give yourself that better chance at getting a
Right.
better interest rate over the next 30 years. So just makes a lot of sense.
So tell everyone where you're located.
So we are near Creekside. If you take the Buc-ee's turnaround, we are right behind the Nissan dealership.
Great location.
Centrally located, but there are several competitors that are right in the middle of all of Creekside. And we all want to be close to Creekside and the convenience of shopping and food and all that stuff, but I don't want to live in it. So
No,
being back
that's
here
off.
in Heatherglen, we are tucked away back here. It's very convenient, but it's not in the hustle and bustle of
But
everything.
really short commute to HEB and things like that you go to every
Correct.
day. So
Correct.
And a little benefit, if you have a golf cart and you like to hang out in Green at Green Hall and listen to live music, you can actually use the back entrance to the neighborhood and your golf cart and go
About
over to
5
Green
minutes.
and come on home at the end of the concert.
Correct.
So that's a really cool
it
feature.
is. It is.
Correct.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that DR Horton has been around. We're celebrating our 40th anniversary this year. It's always been DR Horton, so we haven't changed names. We haven't been bought out. It's the same consistent person. It's the same consistent builder in the community. Last year alone, we sold and closed over 550 homes just in New Braunfels. To me, that speaks volumes
Yes.
as far as what kind of a builder we are and what we stand for.
And all of the people that I've ever worked with that have purchased a DR Horton home absolutely love them.
myself included.
Yeah, absolutely.
I owned a home before I worked for the company, so personal
That says
testimony.
something. It really does. It really says a lot.
Yeah.
So.
So.
Well, good.
Thank
Yeah.
you for having us.
Yes, thank you
You're
so much
welcome.
for visiting with
Thanks
us
for
today,
coming.
and come out and see Kelly at Heatherglen and give Becky or I a call, and we'll be happy to meet you out here. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye. Have a
Bye.
good weekend.